everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Los Angeles is a winning destination for sports, including those of the online variety. Now we have another win as Los Angeles has been named host city of the 2026 Global Esports Finals.
We're very excited. We're at the LA Times headquarters and we just announced the awarding of the Global Esports Games and its World Finals here in Los Angeles in 2026. Well, I think it's a super cool thing for LA. LA, for many of us who are lucky enough to live here or live nearby, we know the creative energy of LA, we know the vibe of LA, the great climate, the great conditions, but also the industry. A lot of great games have been created here, a lot of great publishers are here, a lot of great pro teams are based here, and a lot of great games have been developed here. So it's a natural homecoming in a lot of ways.
Now with the Esports Games, we are adding yet another major international event to the lineup, showing that Los Angeles is where the world comes to compete in every form, from the field to the arena to the digital stage. This is an extraordinary honor, and it is only fitting that Los Angeles, the creative capital of the world, will be the stage for the future of global competition in esports.
As part of our programming to the younger audience, we are, as Los Angeles Times Media Group, hosting this esports game. So here we're in El Segundo on this campus, and we're going to build an esports stadium that will house maybe 12,000 to 15,000 people, and we'll be able to stream it worldwide. The next challenge that we now face, believe it or not, is to identify a mechanism of who's Team USA.
Playing games might have been once a pastime that you would do by yourself or with some friends. We now understand that it's part of a massive global community. You know, there'll be an opportunity to come as spectators and come and see some of the greatest esports athletes from all around the world come here and compete. There's also a chance to compete and to represent your country, and that's what the Global Esports Games World Finals is all about, a chance to represent your country on a global stage and do your very best.
Once a thriving mall, now a public nuisance, Valley Plaza has fallen into disrepair, becoming a magnet for antisocial behavior. The city's Building and Safety Commission has voted to demolish 6 dangerous buildings at Valley Plaza.
Copper wires have been set. We're in North Hollywood today, specifically on Victory Boulevard, just west of Laurel Canyon. This is one of the major prominent intersections of the valley. And over the years, it fell on hard times. And the most recent owner, who has owned the property for the past 11 years, has just allowed it to fall into decay and disrepair. They've been the subject of hundreds of fire and police calls, overdoses, tree fires, structure fires, trespassing, robbery, assaults, just to name a few. I wanted to make sure that we want something to come here, an investment to be made here, whether it's housing, whether it's commercial, whether it's both. That's what we were doing today, taking the first steps to make sure that Building and Safety declares this place a nuisance so we can take the next steps forward.
We've been wanting it developed since the Northridge earthquake in 1994. The most recent owner, the Charles Company, has not been taking care of the property. We've been wanting some development to happen there. That was our big issue, is to get this lot developed. Either develop your property or sell it, or tear down the buildings that are causing problems in the neighborhood, but don't just let it sit there, as a tax write-off for 10 years. By leaving it derelict like that, he's able to write it off as a tax write-off while the rest of us suffer.
Take a survey of the area, you'll see it's a 17-acre property. Not too many properties like this available that has been begging for investment. Located at the intersections of one of the most prominent 2 boulevards, also in the middle of 2 freeways. So this is a perfect location for anyone to want to make an investment and give it the necessary change that it's been yearning for years. So those are the steps we're going to be taking.
More than a dozen employers were part of Council President Marquise Harris Dawson's summer job fair. He encouraged job and promotion seekers to think beyond the news headlines and meet the employers with opportunities.
This is great. More than a dozen employers out here, from hospitality to construction to social work to public sector, private sector. There are people hiring on the spot to get people into the job they want if they have a job already, and to get people into the employment sector if they're not there yet.
I come from the Bay Area looking for cybersecurity jobs, entry-level IT. I've got a lot of good feedback today. I've talked to a lot of businesses, a lot of companies. I'm getting a lot of good insight, so that's really good. It made my drive worthwhile.
So I'm here just for the job fair and just to see any companies open and to see any opportunities for me to apply to.
Right now I see people of all ages, people of all walks of life. This is a resource that's very valuable for our community and our community members. Wonderful opportunity here, guys.
You know, when I first started applying for the job, we didn't have the internet, so they couldn't do a background search on site or, you know, all the things that they need to do. Here today, it's very different. There are rooms you can walk in, do an interview, wait 30 minutes, and they'll tell you to come to work on Wednesday or come to work next week Saturday. And that includes people who have a record, a criminal justice record, people who may have been laid off, or people who have a job but think they can get a better job.
The economy right now, you know, and for the next 3 years, we don't know where it's going to go. We really don't know. That it's unstable. Precisely for that reason is why we need events such as this that are no cost to the community members, and there's just all gain. No one loses here. It's all gain here at this event.
The national government is just doing everything they can to ruin our economy. We say don't look at the news. Come talk to the people who are actually hiring to see if there's an opportunity for you.
At this moment in time, it's very difficult to find a job, especially in something I want to do. But what I would tell you, stay confident, don't stop trying, always put your name out there. I've been rejected from thousands of jobs, and I've been applying to 4,000s of jobs. So just don't get knocked down, don't get too low on the lows, don't get too high on the highs. And then when you get your foot in the door, just make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to keep succeeding.
Look, this is what we say to everybody. If you believe in yourself and you work hard today, we promise you, tomorrow will be better than yesterday, and the day after that will be better than today. And so we just say keep pressing, wake up every morning, 10 toes down, get out there, get at it. The world needs you.
The Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation unveiled a new lineup of scholars for 2025. These chosen winners are headed to college and sure to become future academic all-stars.
Today is very exciting. It's a very rewarding day for us as we think about awarding yet another class of scholars to our LADF Legacy Scholarship Program. We started this scholarship on the heels of the 2022 MLB All-Star Game that we hosted here at the stadium. And to have made that commitment then and to be sticking to doing 10 new scholars every single year since then is very, very special.
Bigger than baseball!
I was really excited, a little shocked. I think I was going to get picked. I was really hopeful and excited because it gave me an opportunity to pay for college and pursue a higher education.
Heidi Lopez from the Boys and Girls Club of Metro LA going to UCLA. So we got USC and then UCLA, but we love them equally. Majoring in chemistry. Congratulations, Heidi.
As I went through and had gone through different parts of my life, understanding financial, understanding how the world really works, understanding what it's like to be on your own and stuff like that. Education is the key to really getting yourself through that and getting yourself back on your feet and you know, making something out of yourself.
It means everything, to be honest. College already is very expensive, and I'm from a low-income community. So I was a little nervous going to college, especially UC, and having to pay a lot of debt afterwards because college isn't cheap. And this scholarship paying for anything is amazing.
When I think about my own experience and the fact that I get to sit here as the CEO of the Los Angeles Dodgers Foundation, I know that scholarships afforded me the opportunity to attend college, but also to have access and opportunity to networks and experiences like these that lead to success in life. And so it's extremely special to be a part of this. It's sort of the passion behind a lot of what I do, but I know that many of our students today are sitting in the same shoes and that it will help change the trajectory of their families. Congratulations.
Education is important to everybody, you know, and It's fun and it's exciting to represent that, and it's exciting to acknowledge the people that are coming behind you that are doing the same things that you did, that you were striving for. So it's all about giving back, really, honestly, and that's what I truly enjoy the most.
I'm excited, I can't lie. I've never had a Dodgers tour, so I'm very excited, and to be honored is amazing, especially by the Dodgers. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Mayor Karen Bass celebrated 818 Day, marking the contributions of all those in the 818 area code. The annual spotlight on the San Fernando Valley and northern Los Angeles took place on August 18th. Bass visited local businesses and held a roundtable with her new Valley Advisory Board, comprised of local leaders from the San Fernando Valley. According to Bass, 818 Day highlights all that makes the Valley special and recognizes the neighborhoods, communities, and businesses that make Los Angeles a great city. For more information, visit mayor.lacity.gov/press. Councilmember Tim McOsker, LA Harbor Commissioners, and the Port of Los Angeles welcomed the public to the reopening ceremony of the Fanfare Fountain in San Pedro. The festivities kicked off with a musical performance, followed by officials launching the fountain's first public show since it closed for repairs. The Fanfare Fountain creates a dancing water show using recycled water, which jets up to 100 feet into the air. The Fanfare Fountain at Gateway Plaza is open from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. with water displays every 30 minutes. For more information, visit lawaterfront.org. LA City Council has voted to designate 2 Terminal Island buildings as historic cultural monuments. These are the last 2 remaining buildings of a Japanese-American community that played a pivotal role in LA's fishing industry. Before World War II, more than 3,000 Japanese Americans lived on Terminal Island, which had a busy commercial center on Tuna Street. According to Councilmember Tim McOsker, the buildings are a tangible link to the Japanese American story. The Terminal Islanders Preservation Initiative said protecting these structures will ensure Japanese American stories of immigration and resilience will be formally commemorated. For more information, visit cd15.lacity.gov.
All the world is a stage for these Angelinos. Summer camp at Lincoln Heights Youth Arts Center introduced the campers to musical instruments, movement, and visual arts, and it all led to a stage performance for their families.
Today was the final culminating event for the Lincoln Heights Youth Arts Center's summer camp for the summer of 2025. We had a very large showcase go on today consisting of all of the campers, including multiple disciplines that they learned throughout the entire summer. So at the Youth Center here in Lincoln Heights, what we do is we try to teach the kids as many different disciplines of art as we can to create well-rounded, creative individuals to lead us through the future.
Yo los veo muy contentos de sí mismos por empujarse a hacer cosas que a lo mejor antes no habían hecho. Romper esa zona de confort, de decir, ok, voy a intentar algo que no he hecho y lo voy a hacer. Obviamente al principio hubo miedo, especialmente en el teatro musical, porque hay que cantar, hay que bailar, hay que proyectar. Entonces son muchas cosas que algunos han hecho, pero otros no. Entonces fue un bello balance entre esas dos cosas, como comunidad, juntarnos y experimentar juntos y hacer arte. Yo los vi súper motivados, me dio mucha alegría poderle dar un instrumento a un niño, trabajar con ellos en el ritmo y gozar. Yo vi que ellos se esforzaron para hacer algo que antes no habían hecho, lo cual es muy valioso. Y yo muy contento y ellos más.
I learned music in Mr. Pablo's class, and I also learned art in Miss Elise's class. I learned yoga in Miss Joy's class. I also learned some stuff with Mr. Josiah. I feel happy with them because they help me when I feel sad and they're nice to me. We did a performance and our whole family got to see it. It was really nice. I liked it.
I would like to thank all of the families that came out today to celebrate the accomplishments of their young campers. They have been having so much fun with us the last 5 weeks. We went on 2 beautiful field excursions, one to the Autry, where they got to see contemporary art done by native indigenous artists. And we also took them to the Getty. So there they saw, of course, classical art by different European artists. And it's important that we expose our kids to all of the arts and to show them that they themselves create art and they matter.
Yo creo que lo más importante que están llevando es esa confianza en sí mismos de yo puedo crear y yo puedo soñar. El tema era Dare to Dream y ellos se atrevieron y lo van a lograr.
Outdoor movies in summertime are a SoCal staple. Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez and the city's Department of Recreation and Parks have taken it to a new level. Let's dive into a movie night at the pool.
Today we are at Hansen Dam. This is our summer movie night. We're showing Moana 2 today. It's a great event for families to come out together, especially in this heat, enjoy the sun, enjoy the water, and have a good time.
We've got thousands, not hundreds, but thousands of families out here frolicking in the water or hanging out on the sandy beach. We've got food trucks. We've got activities for everybody in the family. But more importantly, people get to enjoy the movie if they want from the pool.
This event is for everybody, right? Doesn't matter if you're 6 months or 106, it's for everybody. You know, this facility is so large, capacity is like over 3,000. We have 2 water slides. We have a Wibbit, the obstacle course right in the middle of the pool. There's food trucks, there's DJ. We have paddle boats in the recreation lake. Also, behind me, we have a different community booth. You know, we want to make sure that you come and see what we have to offer, right?
I hope that everyone gathers a sense of community and knowing that there's so many people like them and so many people who support them and come out and just enjoy events like this. And these events are put on for the community and for you.
I'm happy when I see members of my community. They're excited to be here and appreciative of the opportunity to come together, and especially during a heat wave, to be able to take some time off to do something free with the whole family and cool off in the pool. And it's in their backyard. I'm just happy to be in a position to offer my community these types of events.
A unique program with a full slate of fun and activities for the whole community. It has to be Summer Night Lights. We're heading to the Harbor City Rec Center to find out more.
We are here at Harbor City Recreation, Summer Night Lights, Harbor City Recreation Summer Night Lights Grand Finale Celebration.
Summer Night Lights is an activity that we, Recreation and Parks, collabs with through the summer.
For us, it's really more about community engagement, about creating safe spaces for community to occupy during the summer months. We offer food, activities, arts and crafts, raffles, giveaways, music, an assortment of things to try to draw the community in during the summer.
Summer Night Lights is a great opportunity for families to come out with their kids. They have free activities for the kids. They do crafts, they do sports.
Well, the community has responded in an amazing way. They show up in numbers, they show up in droves. I mean, culturally, we see many different types here, all sorts of different families. So for the community, they look forward to it. I hear about 4 months in advance when the Summer Night Lights coming back.
It's a good way to keep kids off the street and keep them active and in a good community, away from gang life and away from danger, just being here with all the fun activities that they have.
We have so many different ethnicities and people from different communities that come here specifically to enjoy our classes, to enjoy our sports. People from Long Beach and Torrance and Carson come out here because of the things that we offer and how diverse and how welcoming that we are as a staff and as a community are. So I say come, please join us. We have so many things to offer here.
Beautiful. I don't know if we use that word well enough to explain what programs like this do for people. This is a beautiful sight. This is a beautiful feeling. It enriches lives across the board. So for me, I would just add that as long as we can continue to have this, we'll continue to strive.
Mayor Bass, Council President Harris Dawson, and Council Member Soto Martinez showed their support for South LA Pride. It's a special celebration for the community when they can feel fully accepted in their own neighborhood.
Today we're at South LA Pride. This is the 7th year in a row we've done it. To beautiful Michelle Obama Park. The whole community of elected officials is out in South LA.
The wonderful thing about our city and our state is that there's some issues that are just not debatable. And nobody's debating the rights of the LGBTQ plus community. Nobody's debating that in our city.
It's really great to see South LA, South Central have its own pride. I grew up in this part of the city and it's changed so much over the years. And we know pride has been celebrated in other parts of the city, but to bring it here in the community where I grew up from is just extra special.
When I say LA, you say pride. LA, 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 yeah.
Unity in this event shows that we can be who we are, love who we are, and still acknowledge and accept everybody. This is a space for everybody, children, young, old, allies across the board. This is what pride is. Pride is not just about an orientation or identity, it's about being who you are at all times.
Oh my God, there's so many things changing, from people being able to express themselves to people just enjoying life in general. But before, there were times where we were discriminated. We weren't able to be ourselves. We wanted to express ourselves, so here we are in 2025 and we're making it better.
This shows the development of the community, both the LGBTQ community and allies, because so many allies are here today to support each other and do so in public.
We're going through so much in the city right now. Events like this remind us that solidarity, community is what we need to do more than ever.
We're going through some tough times. Whoa! This is the 8th month of the year. I feel like we've been through 3 years. But you know what, though? We're not going to let anybody divide us. We're not going to let anybody divide us, whether you're talking about immigration or whether you are talking about people's human rights and civil rights. And that's what the issue is today. That, to me, is what pride is all about.
It's just another reminder, love your neighbor. Whoever your neighbor is, make sure that you look out for them, and we got to stand together now, tomorrow, and forever.
There's something unique about a space dedicated to young people, especially when it also nurtures growing self-expression and creativity. While the building is almost 100 years old, it's young Angelinos who benefit at the Canoga Park Youth Arts Center.
The Canoga Park Youth Arts Center is an after-school music and art program operated by the Department of Cultural Affairs of the City of Los Angeles. We offer music and visual arts classes to youth in the area, mostly from 6 to 17. However, we also have pre-K classes to introduce young children to music. All the teachers here have been involved in the arts their whole lives. We serve about 200 students per week when we have our class sessions. We are located in a historic building off of Sherman Way. So this historic building was first built in 1929 as the first operator-assisted phone company in the San Fernando Valley. After the building was abandoned by the phone company, it fell into disrepair. The city did purchase the building. It was restored because Proposition K allocated funds to provide programming for youth. So this is a dedicated youth arts center. During the year, local schools walk to us during their school day to supplement or to include an arts program which they may not be able to receive at their school. The importance of arts education, I don't think, can be overstated. I think by now, hopefully everybody knows that arts education helps children to work together in groups. It helps them to focus, critically think. Self-expression is also incredibly important. Creativity, and also it could be a path to a career for many young people. For example, all of the staff here are involved in the arts, in their art form outside of teaching here. We have a lot of kids that come here as 6-year-olds, and then they go all the way through the program until they age out of it, and they have good memories, they come back. So we see how the arts is shaping these kids, having healthy societies, having healthy investment in the arts. We have several ways of getting into contact with us. We have an Instagram page at Canoga Park Youth Arts. We have a Facebook page, Canoga Park Youth Arts Center.
Bye, everyone.
Join the Los Angeles Public Library for an LA-made event in collaboration with VC Archives. VC Archives is one of the largest photo and moving image archives on the Asian Pacific experience in America. On Sunday, September 7th, the event Stories and Conversations Across Generations will celebrate the cultural legacies passed down through Asian Pacific families. The afternoon will feature a curated selection of short films from both new and seasoned filmmakers, followed by a multi-generational conversation on collective memory and cultural resilience. Head to the Central Library's Mark Taper Auditorium for Stories and Conversations Across Generations on Sunday, September 7th at 2 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. The LA City Department of Cultural Affairs invites art enthusiasts to the William Grant Still Art Center for the Art of the Covenant and the Mushroom Symphony art exhibit. LA-based self-taught visual artist Ja Ora is known for transforming organic materials, especially mushroom coffee, into abstract visual narratives. Painted on raw cotton canvas and rooted in Afrofuturism, Ora's body of work invites viewers to awaken their senses, honor resilience, and reimagine what's possible. Head to the William Grant Still Art Center to view the Art of the Covenant and the Mushroom Symphony exhibit, opening September 6th through November 15th. For more information, go to wgsac.wordpress.com. The Los Angeles Public Library presents Looks Like a Home to Me inside the Progressive Art Studios. This exhibition celebrates the remarkable achievements of artists working in progressive art studios in California and across the country. Providing a supportive studio environment for contemporary art has allowed for the inclusion of artists with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Visit the Getty Gallery at LA's Central Library for Looks Like a Home to Me, now through December 7th, open daily with varying hours. For more information, visit lapl.org/events/exhibits. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.